let's talk about TikTok and how these pranks are going crazy, dude. Like to the point where it's dangerous and people are getting like either hurt or arrested. Because I know you saw the one where old boy walked into the house, just
Yeah.
trespassing, just walking into the house, just a random couple's house with kids in the house, and frightened this young lady and her husband to death because they just doing some trespassing trend or trespassing prank that's been going viral on TikTok, bro. Like, what's going on with these pranks on social media, bro?
What did I tell you 2 weeks ago when we covered the content creator who purposefully crashed the plane? When does it stop? How much of a shock value are content creators going to go for now? Because there are so many other content creators out there that are producing similar content. Somebody has to stand out. Somebody has to, somebody's going to go as far as they can and to get that shock value. It's crazy. So we move from, in a span of, and realistically it was a year, but in this news wise, media wise, a span of 2 weeks, we moved from purposefully crashing the plane to basically doing a home invasion and a carjacking and stealing property, just that fast. Now I'm sure this has been going on for quite some time, but for at least for a couple of months or so. But this individual that we're talking about over in the UK, it was arrested and it's been plastered all over the media. My thoughts are, I'm not surprised, as I'm really not surprised about much that goes on in this world now. But I'm not surprised by this, but a message has to be sent, whether somebody is that message, or a group of people are that message, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
A message has to be sent, and until then, it's going to continue to the elevation of the type of pranks that happen are going to continue to happen. The thing that kind of got me though about this particular individual is he recently released a video, and in that video he says, "You guys are on social media giving me what I want. You're commenting on these videos, engaging. It's making," he said, "tings. It's
Because he's from the UK. That's how they talk.
yeah,
That's how they
I know,
talk.
I know.
Yeah.
It's making my ting blow up." And then once he finished that, his friend came on, and his friend is saying, was saying that he said, you are reinforcing the narrative of the message that we're trying to say. It's a movement, bro. What is the movement? Because if
You know what the movement is.
this is a full blown movement, I need to know what it is so I can keep my kids out of that. I was about to.
But you know what the movement is, though. You know what the movement is. What did Joe Budden say? Content
Exactly.
over
Content
everything.
over everything.
Everything is, everybody wants to have that one moment that goes viral, bro. Everybody wants to be the next viral sensation. It's
Right.
content over everything. And the crazier part about that is he released that video, but did you know he went on Piers Morgan too?
Yeah, I saw that.
And was playing the race card and talking about how, you know what I'm saying, talking about how people are so worried about sitting behind a camera, so worried about what he's doing and how he's scaring these people, and how these trends and these pranks are demeaning these folks, bro. Like, you sound dumb, and it got nothing to do with your skin color.
Nothing.
And everything that everybody's saying behind the camera that you saying, like, why are people so worried now? They won't. If you weren't so worried, we wouldn't do this. But why are you coming out of your mouth, or why are you putting in the effort to do these things in the first place? Because he's done way more pranks than just this. He's decided to riot at a mall. He was doing like a leapfrog prank where he was just leapfrogging over random people. Like, he's done a lot. His name is Mizzy, but he's been banned from TikTok. He's been banned from a lot of social medias because of this last thing that he did, the trespassing prank. But see, everybody talking to you. Get off my bro. But see, AI. Look at AI.
When the update comes, you're gonna hear your voice.
But he's done a lot of different pranks, man, and everybody wants to be the next viral sensation. It's content over everything. They want to sit back and be rich just by doing absolutely nothing. And the things that they're doing are crazy. I mean, it's not that they're doing nothing, but it's like what they're doing is exciting fear in a lot of different communities. Because there was a lot of different pranks. Like, have you seen the pranks where people go and putting buggers on people's head in different department stores and stuff like that? Have you seen those pranks?
Putting what?
Like, so it was a prank where this young lady actually had a seizure and had to go to the hospital. It was in the hospital for like a week because she had a
Mm.
seizure. But it's people doing like a bucket pranks, and what they do is they go into like Home Depot or
Oh
Lowe's or
yeah,
Walmart
yeah,
or
yeah. Yeah, I've
wherever,
seen that. Yes.
and they put a bucket over somebody's head and run away real fast, and then take their jacket off and then walk back past the person. And it's funny when they don't realize who it was, so to speak.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like that's a lot. I feel like I can't even say that. I was going to say something really stupid. I feel like that's more innocent than trespassing in somebody's house, but at the same time, that can be somebody who had a bad day or is having a bad life or maybe depressed or something like that. That you're doing this to, and you can get severely hurt by doing things like this.
Yeah.
And there was one guy who in Virginia who was doing the prank in Dulles Mall in Virginia and got shot.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like you're doing these pranks and you're exciting fear amongst these people in the community because they don't know the prank is going on. I remember back in the day whenever pranks used to be super heavy on YouTube,
mhm.
but it was like innocent pranks. Like it wasn't like nothing like what people are going to the lengths of doing now.
Yeah.
And it's it's getting to a point where, like we said, man, it's COE, bro. Content
Yeah.
over everything. Everybody wants to blow up fast, so that way they can just keep making people. The main job that all the kids want to have now is content creator. That's the
Mhm.
number one job. If you ask any kid in the world, really, but definitely in the United States, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a content creator. That's
Yeah.
the number one job all the kids want today, and it's content over everything, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like to some regard we can't judge them too much, or judge content creators in general too much because we're in that space as well.
We're in that space too, correct?
While our genre is a bit different, we're in the podcast space. The prank space, it ranges in wide variety of different pranks that people do. People specialize in. You have it's not a prank. Well, it is a prank, but it's not really a prank. You have the gold digger prank. You have
Mm-hmm.
all types of mess with people types of pranks. So you mentioned putting a bucket over people's heads in Home Depot or in Walmart, Target, stuff like that. You have people walking up saying whatever to a person and then, saying it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. I don't know what that particular genre is, but then you
Mm-hmm.
just have these different type of pranks, and then you also have your feel good content creators, those people that
Mm-hmm.
create skits, and do stuff
You
like that.
miss you Mr. Beast of the world type of people.
Right,
Yeah.
your Mitsubishis and those type of individuals. So I mean, I feel like we can't judge him too much or judge content creators too much. They're doing pretty much what everybody's doing when it comes to content creator. It's just
Right.
that small few that go beyond what they the social contract of what's right and what's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and to try to get that shock value. And I don't know how you stop it other than implementing laws, but by implementing laws then you create more of a situation to where a more tragic situation can come out of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, an example is going to have to be made in some form or fashion, whether that is, as you talked about earlier, a notable content creator that's in the prank space. I don't want to really say it, but something not so good happening to them by hands of the person that they pranked, or a whole boatload of them getting arrested and put in jail for doing stuff that I don't know what the answer is. I don't really want either of those because like I said, they are creating content, but
Mm-hmm.
a message has to be sent in some way to let them understand like this is not acceptable.
Very, very true, man. And it's just getting to a point where it's getting dangerous. It's getting very, very dangerous. People are putting their lives in jeopardy for content.
Hmm.
Like you don't know who you might walk up on and say something just like the line said. You say something random to somebody, are you good? And people look at you like, what you mean am I good? And you get beat up. Or
Right.
just like the dude Mizzy that we were just talking about who did the trespassing prank. He was walking up on people saying, you want to die? What do you mean? Like,
Right.
what you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna square up too. If it was me, I'm gonna square up on you too. Like, and we might fight because I'm not asking
100%.
no questions. You just threaten my life, bro.
Right.
What do you mean? And the laws in the UK are so that they're not strict at all. They're so
Mhm.
lenient that all he's getting is like slaps on the wrist for all of these things that he's doing because he's been arrested a couple of times. And it was one time he got arrested that he was about to get let go, but for the content, he asked lady to arrest him and take him into the precinct, like just for the content. He wasn't being held or anything like that. He just wanted to make it seem like he got arrested for the content.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
Again,
getting
it's the
dangerous,
attention.
bro.
It's the
It's the
attention
attention.
aspect
It
of it.
is, bro.
He said it in
It
his statement
is.
that he made, and his boy mentioned it. As far as whatever this movement is, and you said it's content over everything. If we're currently talking about it right now, right? And let's say the podcast starts to blow up, even bigger than what it is starting to blow up, and people
Mm-hmm.
come back to this episode, they hear this segment, they're gonna want to know who we're talking about. They're
Right.
going to go to his content if they can find it. YouTube has banned it, TikTok has
Yep.
banned his page as well. But if they can find it, they're going to go find it, and then they're going to engage with it. They're going to
One
watch
hundred
it.
percent.
If it's something that they like, potentially they'll comment on it, or if it's something that they think is stupid, they'll comment on it. That gets
Mm-hmm.
him attention. It really is not up to us, per se. It's we're, yeah, we're the ones that give him the attention, but the attention, or these type of content creators, but the attention that they are looking for is the attention of the brands that offer them money. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think these type of pranks get the attention from major brands. Now, if there is a brand
I don't
out
think
there
so
that
either.
if there is a brand out there that is, sponsoring these type of pranks, then they need to do a little bit of soul searching as a company and figuring out what message they're trying to convey to our youth.
100%.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy, man. And I mean, like you said, somebody's gonna have to be made an example out of, and hopefully it doesn't get to a point where that example is somebody losing their life, because one dude almost did in Virginia. But it's
Well,
it's, it's, it's gonna something's gonna have to happen, man. Something's
yeah,
gonna
I
have to
mean,
happen. Attention is a hell of a drug, bro. Attention is a hell of a drug, dude.
we've seen it. But we've also seen, you said somebody's going to have to lose their life. We have seen multiple pranksters lose their life. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I have seen a couple of headlines in the last 2-3 years where such and such YouTube star performing a prank dies because of XYZ. So I mean, it has been, but they haven't been like anybody know, like, there's
Yeah.
levels to everything, and so you
Hmm.
have your different tiers, and it hasn't been a top tier prankster that has had that situation happen to them. I think it just takes one, and
Hmm.
I pray that it doesn't happen, but I'm just,
Right.
for the sake of this conversation, I think it just takes one to that
Hmm.
message to be conveyed, and it's like, all right, yeah, we better chill out.
Yeah, we gotta chill out. Yeah,
Because if
attention is a hell
because
of
if
a
this
drug.
person can lose their life because of this, we definitely can lose our life
Who's to
because
say we couldn't too? That's true.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
true. So yeah, man. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you miss none of the content. Also, you can find us on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcasts.